We believe that the Wellcome Book Prize will raise the awareness of the abundance of medical topics in literature that celebrate the best writing, both in fiction and non-fiction, that engages readers and promotes interest and discussion in medical science.
Well, first of all, I'm absolutely thrilled to be on the shortlist. It's my first book and possibly my only book, and to be shortlisted at all has been absolutely thrilling. I think it's absolutely fascinating to look at literature from the point of view of medicine, and it's great that a book like mine, which in some ways is a minority book, it's on the dementia shelf in the bookshop and isn't really seen by the general public, would get some wider notice because it's considered to be important in its own right, so it's thrilling.
The final 6 on the short list were absolutely magnificent, every single one of them, and they were actually quite an eclectic mix of work as well, which was difficult in some ways because we had included non-fiction and fiction. So let's just say we had a fairly heated debate in order to come to the winner, didn't we, Quentin? Yes, we did. But we have actually made that decision, and can I thank the judges, because they were a lovely group of people and they also didn't use too many long words that I wouldn't understand, so I was very pleased about that. Should we do a bit of poetry, or should we cut straight to the chase? All right, we'll cut straight to the chase, because my very enjoyable job now is to announce the winner of the first Wellcome Book Prize. The winner, in fact, is the book Keeper by Andrea Gillies. Congratulations, we absolutely love it.
Thank you so much.
You've got to say something, you know. That's very heavy.
Look at the prize! Look. Oh, goodness. Oh, thank you. Oh, money. Nice.
Congratulations.
Well, it all started because my mother-in-law became ill, and for a long time it wasn't recognised what was wrong with her. And when it did become recognised, she became very ill very quickly, insofar as her social functioning was all kaput, and she couldn't cope with living with her husband in independence. So we decided, as a family, me, my husband and my 3 children, who were all quite young at the time, that we would buy a bigger house, pool our resources, and in effect look after them full time and just keep an eye on things. And so I began to write about our day-to-day lives as a diary, and after about 6 months, I, on a whim, sent parts of the diary to the Guardian family section. They printed it, and I was approached by an agent and wrote the book. So I did a lot of research into the causes of Alzheimer's and incorporated the science of the disease, almost as a cathartic thing for myself, as a way of the therapy of coping with the situation. And that's how the book came together.
It's a fantastically well-written book, and I can't recommend it highly enough.
I found this an extraordinary book. As a clinician who's often dealt with people who have Alzheimer's disease, I didn't expect to learn anything, and I learned an awful lot. I think what makes it a great book is that it combines both personal experience, a deep understanding of the nature of the disease, and also an exploration of the questions that it prompts about the relationship between our consciousness and our body. But the other absolute bonus is the writing is fantastic, it's witty, and it has marvellous metaphors throughout.
It's just the most incredibly powerful, honest, funny, depressing, witty book. I mean, that sounds like an enormous mixed bag of adjectives to apply, but it's a really moving, powerful kind of read. Definitely the sort of book you would give to anybody who's going through this sort of thing, but I think also has the power to enlighten society on these matters.
The whole package is just an absolutely magical book, I think.
I just would like to thank some people. Thank you. First of all, to my agent, Judith, at the back there, who was very excited. Judith Murray, who is wonderful and who saw my piece in The Guardian about living with my mother-in-law and said to me it would make quite an interesting book, actually, and so it proved. And also to Short Books, my publisher,
who've shown amazing faith and confidence in the project, despite the fact that we've sold 7 copies. Thank you. And last but by no means least, to the Wellcome Trust Book Prize judges who have picked Keeper out of what is a very strong and inspiring shortlist. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks, Joe.